why you start your business?
Yes, there's a few motivations that actually were in our minds when we started SESI. SESI stands for School Ethical Supplies Initiative. We, just to give a quick run of the history, we started in the shed of our children's primary school with the support of our head teacher, who allowed us very kindly to use the shed for 3 or 4 months while we could find our own feet and get a place to store our products. This is 5 years ago. Then we've run SESI, we've had these products in the front room of our house in Divinity Road. And then eventually we have managed to get this place at the Methodist Church on the Cali Road. The motivation for that initially was to be able to supply certain organic and fair trade products which people would not be able to buy in large quantities with a minimum order of £250 from big suppliers such as Suma and Infinity Foods. That was how we began, but as we went along, a month later we realized that there was available large quantities of detergents and skincare products such as shampoos, hand wash, conditioners and so on. And we thought it was a good thing to be able to supply these products in refill quantities, the quantities people need and can afford. And it also it was a good way of helping reuse the packaging as opposed to wasting packaging. So those motivations were in the background for a long time.
And having started small in our local school, we've discovered there is a lot of interest. People really do want to buy healthier products. They do want to refill. But somehow as a society we seem to be locked into buying from supermarkets, supplying, if we're farmers, to supermarkets. But there's a growing movement that wants to break away from that old model. And we're part of that, in that we're not trying to be a high-end Whole Foods shop, which only a very few people can afford to buy their food from. We are trying to get a much more mass market appeal, selling stuff as cheap as we can, get away with. Never really trying to compete with supermarkets, because you never can. They've got vast scale that nobody can compete with. But we can chip away at that market. As we grow, we become more competitive with them, we attract more people in, and it's an ethical system. We're finding lots of local suppliers who struggle to market their products, farming people. And we find a lot of consumers who want to buy better things at a reasonable price. We're just joining those two together.
Yeah.
And it's growing.
Great.
So that's it really.
Thank you very much.